Hi everyone. This video is going to be on how I got my daughter to sleep in her bed by herself. I did um, the cry it out method, and like I said in my first video, I am going to do a lot of videos that a lot of people typically um, don't want to do because they don't want the negative feedback. And of course, like as of right now, I don't have any subscribers or any viewers or anything like that. I'm just personally doing these in case if someone happens to find one of my videos, that they can find it from someone who's going to tell you straight up, no bullshit, the truth. And maybe someone can learn from me what I didn't have whenever I first started doing certain things, and when I was pregnant and stuff like that. I couldn't find certain videos on what I wanted to um, find out because a lot of people don't do these kind of videos. Um, but anyways, so I'm gonna get right started because I'm gonna get right started, but okay, I'm gonna get started because my webcam has been messing up, so it'll only let me videotape for like 5 minutes before it shuts off, and then I have to redo it. So I've done this video probably like 4 times already, and I'm getting aggravated. So I'm just gonna go right into it. First main thing you need to do is you need to make sure you have like at least 2 days a full time, no like going out, like on the weekend, Saturday and Sunday, of staying in the house where where your kid can get its naps and not be, taking naps in the car or while you're running around doing errands. So that's my first suggestion. And my second suggestion is do this method when you get their sleep patterns down on pat. Kylie, she takes her first nap at 9:30, her second nap at 2:30, and then she goes to bed at 9:30 at night and sleeps until about 7:30 to 8:30, like one or the other, in the morning. Um, I mean, sometimes she wakes up at 8:30 in the morning, and then still, like, even if she wakes up at 8:45, her first nap is 9:30. If she doesn't get that nap, she's a little freaking demon. She's really cranky. So, anyways, the first thing is first, when it comes to be that time for them to take a nap, you go in their room, you make their room as comfortable as you can be. I put the blinds down for Kylie, and I have a little fan in there where it doesn't blow a lot of air or anything. It's just a consistent noise. It's kind of soothing. Um, but I lay her down in her crib, and I let her know that it's nap time and it's time to go to sleep. And when she wakes up, we're going to have a bottle and we're going to play and have fun, stuff like that. When you leave the room, I close the door, because if you leave it open, depending whether your child can stand or not, they will look around like waiting for you to come back. This way they know that door's not opening, it's time to take a nap. Whenever they do start crying, that's when I start a timer. I do 5 minutes because I don't think I could bear listening to my child cry more than 5 minutes. And there's a difference between your child crying and screaming. If your child is screaming and choking on its saliva and, you know, like, go get your child. Like, don't let them cry like that. Um, I think as parents, you know the different cries your child does. So I will start a timer at 5 minutes. If she's still crying, and usually the first day you do this, they are going to still cry. So after 5 minutes, I walk back in her room and I confront her and I like reassure her that she's okay, but it's nap time and it's time for her to take a nap, and that I still love her and lots of kisses and stuff like that, but don't pick them up. That's my biggest thing. On the first couple of days that you're doing this, you cannot pick them up. You can't give in. You have to um, be very, what's the word? I don't know. I can't think of the word right now. I think because I only have 30 seconds left until my camera is probably going to shut off, I'm trying to rush. So anyways, you have to be consistent. That's the word I was looking for, consistent. You have to be very consistent with what you do. And then you keep doing that every 5 minutes, you put her back down, let them cry and stuff like that. I did that for 3 days straight. On the second day, when I'd lay her down in her crib, she'd fuss for about 1 minute and then she'd be fine. She'd go to sleep. The first day is definitely the hardest, but after that it starts getting easier. You just have to be very, very consistent. If you're not consistent, it's not going to work. And like I said, there's a difference between screaming and crying, and that's the biggest thing. Um, but after, yes, I did the cry it out method, but I only had to do the cry it out method for about 2 days until it worked. Ever since that day, the first 2 days that I did it, I lay her down in her crib and she goes to sleep. I mean, sometimes she will get a little fussy and stuff, and I'll roll her on her stomach. I know that will probably raise a lot of comments too if people watch this video, but she can crawl, she can stand up. If she starts choking on something, I know she can roll over and stuff like that. So now that she's 9 months old, I'm not concerned about that factor. But so I roll her on her stomach because it doesn't matter if I lay her on her back, she's gonna roll to her stomach no matter what. Now that she can roll over. But anyways, I'll roll her onto her stomach and I rub her back for a couple of minutes, seconds sometimes minutes if she's just having like a rocky day. And then I walk out and she's fine. But this is how I did my cry it out method, and I'm sorry I'm not going into any more detail. I have made it to almost 7 minutes and my webcam hasn't shut off yet, so I'm like just trying to hurry up and get this over with so I don't have to redo it again. But if you have any questions, just leave comments below and maybe I can do another update video with being more specific on certain questions. Um, but thank you for watching. Like I said, if you have questions, just leave it in the comment box below and I'll answer as best as I could.